Hi, today we're going to continue with the story from Southern Sudan of the book A Long Walk to Water. Our two stories are currently at there with big moments. In 2009, Nai hears news that could change her future forever. Years earlier, in 2003, Salva experiences something he thought might never happen again. Let's start with Naya. Something exciting is happening in her village. Her father tells her that people are building something special. It isn't a new house. It's something even better. They are building a school. This is very important because a new water well means children will not have to spend all day walking to get water anymore. Nya quietly asks, "Can girls go too?" Her father smiles and says yes. For the first time, Naya realizes she will learn to read and write. Now, let's go back to 2003 and meet Salva. Salva was one of the lost boys of Sudan, children who had to leave their homes because of war. He became a refugee and later started a new life in America. But now he has returned to Sudan, hoping to find any sign of the family he lost during the war. Salva walks into a crowded clinic and sees a weak old man sitting inside. Even though he feels nervous and emotional, he knows right away it is his father. But after almost 20 years apart, how could his father believe that his lost son was really standing there in front of him? Then comes the moment of recognition. After 20 long years, father and son are finally together again. Salva learns that his mother and sisters are safe, which makes him very happy. But he also hears sad news. His two brothers, Arik and Kuol, died during the war. Why was Salva's father at the clinic? He was very sick. In fact, he had walked nearly 300 miles just to get help. He was so weak that he almost did not survive the journey. The reason he was sick was dirty water. For many years, he had been drinking water filled with harmful parasites. It was not war that almost killed him. It was the unsafe water he needed every day to stay alive. As Salva flies back to America, he cannot stop thinking about his father. During the trip, a new idea begins to grow in his mind, an idea that could change many lives. Before they said goodbye, Salva's father gave him a special Dinka blessing. He gently sprinkled water on Salva's head. That simple moment, along with the memory of his father's illness, inspired Salva to help others get clean water. But the idea felt enormous. Could one person really bring clean water to so many people? It seemed almost impossible. Still, Salva could not stop thinking about it. He decided he had to try. Back in Rochester, Salva turned his idea into a mission. He began working hard to make his dream of clean water become real. The challenges were huge. Salva needed to make plans, raise money, and organize everything carefully. But he also had to face another fear, speaking in front of large groups of people. At first, Salva felt very nervous when he stood in front of an audience. But then he remembered the boys he had led across Sudan during the war. They had trusted him to help them survive. Remembering that gave him courage to keep going. For years, Salva worked hard. He spoke at churches, schools, and community events. Whenever he felt tired or discouraged, he remembered advice his uncle once gave him, and those words helped him continue. Now let's return to Naya's village in 2009. We are about to see what all of Salva's hard work has accomplished. The well is finally finished. For the first time in her life, Naya drinks water that is clean and fresh. The whole village celebrates because this new well will change everyone's lives. The well was more than just a place to get water. It meant children like Naya could go to school instead of walking all day for water. It also helped the village build new businesses and even plan for a medical clinic. Most importantly, the well gave people a chance to work together and build peace. During the celebration, Naya's friend tells her something surprising. The man who helped build the well is a Dinka. This is important because the Dinka and Nuer tribes had been enemies for many years. Naya cannot understand why a Dinka man would travel so far to help her people. It feels very surprising to her. Naya decides she wants to thank him. Even though she feels shy, she bravely walks up to the man. Gathering her courage, Naya says thank you. It is a small moment, but it means a lot. A young Newer girl is thanking a Dinka man, showing that kindness can be stronger than old conflicts. The man smiles and asks her name. Then he tells her his own name. My name is Salva. In that moment, the two stories finally connect. The boy who once escaped war grew up to become the man who brought clean water to Naya's village. Salva's story teaches an important lesson. Even after experiencing great sadness and hardship, a person can still create hope for others. Salva used his painful memories to help thousands of people have a better future. So in the end, A Long Walk to Water is more than just a story about survival. It is a story about courage, kindness, and hope. Salva never gave up, even when life was unfair and difficult. And because of his hard work, children like Naya could have clean water, go to school, and dream about a brighter future. Their story reminds us that even one person can make a huge difference in the world. Thank you for following through the videos, and I hope you enjoyed A Long Walk to Water. If you'd like more personalized feedback, writing support, and discussion sessions, they're available with me or with our selected tutors. All the details are here.